Okay, so at this point I think I need to just get it up on jack stands and drain the coolant out of the engine as well as the engine oil. And so yeah, once we do all that, we can set it top dead center and lock the crank in place, and then we'll go ahead and take the Vanos unit off and see if we can't get the head off of here and see what's going on. Before I jack the car up, I want to go ahead and loosen the lug bolts. You've got 5 here. I just use the wrench that actually comes with the vehicle. It fits really good. So you want to break these free and then pry the center cap out. Use a flathead screwdriver, pop it in there, and since we're going to have to take the oil pan out, we'll have to pull these axles out. So I want to go ahead and loosen up the axle nut here before we jack the car up. It makes it a lot easier if you just do it while the car's on the ground than jacking it up, getting it on the stands, and then going, oh yeah, we forgot to do the axle nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and break these free, and then we'll be ready to jack the car up. Okay, so the axle nut, you have to take a chisel or a screwdriver or something. There's little tabs on these nuts. They actually get bent into these notches here and here. So I used a chisel and a hammer and just kind of knock that out. And you want to knock it out on this side too. And then you can use, I believe, is a 33 or 36 millimeter. I'm not sure. I used a 1 and 7, 1 and 1. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, I used a 1 and 7/16 socket. So to loosen the nut, once you pry those tabs loose, I used a 1 and 7/16 socket with the breaker bar, and also used a fence post here, a little piece of pipe for some chain link fence, and slid this over breaker bar. Gives you a lot of leverage that way, and then you can just break it free. So same thing with the other side. Bend the tabs back and use your breaker bar and just break it free so that it's loose, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so now we've got the car on jack stands. Everything seems to be secure. We've got the wheels off. We've got the axle nuts broken free. And I think what we'll do next is drain the engine coolant and go ahead and disconnect the hose going to the engine. So now we're under the car. The first thing we're going to take off is going to be this plastic shielding. It's like 2 pieces, and I've got a Phillips head screwdriver. Let's see what we can get here. Looks like this one's already loose. I think these are just like half turn. Yeah. See if we can find all those lost nuts and bolts and screws. Okay, there's one. Alright, that's the plastic cover, simple enough. Okay, so I've got my pan here to catch the coolant, and it's kind of tough to see. Let's see if I can. See this bolt in here, right there. I've already broke it free. You can see just a little bit of antifreeze coming out of it. So to get all the way to it, use this extension with a little swivel attachment at the end, and that's a 13 millimeter. So yeah, kind of tricky to get to, but it is possible. Plug.
Is that oil or antifreeze?
Antifreeze. Okay, so we got the coolant drained. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the oil out of the engine. I'm just going to the washer fell in there. That's alright. And it looks like it's probably due for an oil change. Yeah, it's pretty dark. So we'll let that drain out. So with the coolant drained from the engine, you're going to have a little bit left here in the overflow. See it down in there. But we should be okay to go ahead and take off this upper hose. And just in case we have any antifreeze leak out, just want to put an old shop towel. So the way these come off, you have a clip here. You just take a flathead screwdriver, pry it up, and same thing for this one. This one here. Okay. Not bad. It's on there. Be real careful if you pry on this stuff. The plastic is brittle. Looks like that one's loose. It's just this one here. Being a pita. There we go. Voila.